New Republican Congress members like George Santos and Paulina Luna are wearing lapel pins shaped like assault-style rifles.
To be promoting them on the floor of the House is despicable, and I think an insult to all of the victims of assault weapons.
Several Republican members of Congress were seen wearing these AR-15 lapels on the House floor, which left Representative Jimmy Gomez wondering where they came from. So let's pull up his tweet. He shows here a picture of Paulina Luna wearing an AR-15 pin along with George Santos wearing the pin. And he says, where are these assault weapons pins coming from? Who is passing these out? I also want to highlight this other tweet that he had, which I think is very important. He says, Paulina Luna wore an assault weapon pin at today's oversight hearing, less than 48 hours after her state experienced a mass shooting. You can't make this stuff up. This isn't the flex you think it is. So to what he was saying, Paulina Luna is a representative from Florida, where 11 people were the victims of a mass drive-by shooting on Tuesday. So that's why she chose to put that pin on. But because Republicans would never miss an opportunity to take credit for their bad deeds, the representative who is responsible for the pins quickly outed himself.
I'm Congressman Andrew Clyde from Georgia's 9th District. I hear that this little pin I've been giving out on the House floor has been triggering some of my Democrat colleagues. Well, I give it out to remind people of the Second Amendment of the Constitution and how important it is in preserving our liberties. If I missed you on the House floor, please stop by my office in Cannon. I have plenty more to give out.
So it was Andrew Clyde who was responsible for giving these pins out. And wouldn't you know it, he just so happens to have a financial interest in promoting gun ownership. So the Daily Beast reported that it turns out Clyde, who Business Insider revealed last year owns Georgia's #4 ranked firearms store, is responsible for dishing out the pins. He even says he has, quote, plenty more to give out. So people were quick to point out on Twitter that while Clyde likes to amp up and promote the most extreme elements within the Republican Party, he looked like a coward on January 6th when he barricaded himself from the rioters. This person says that he's an unserious politician barricading against the reality he helped create. Put a pin in it, which I think is just great. But Representative Cori Bush also took to Twitter to point out the absolute tone-deaf audacity of the stunt. She said, while gun violence continues to be the leading cause of death for children in our country, Republican members are wearing assault rifle pins during Gun Violence Survivors Week. Shameful, and she's absolutely right, it is shameful. And she's also right that it's Gun Violence Survivors Week, and because it is, we need to talk about gun violence in America. So let's quickly pull up some of these stats. This is just gun violence in America just last year. There was 20,138 firearm deaths, and this is excluding suicides. And suicides typically account for about half of gun deaths, so you can double that number. There was 648 mass shootings, 332 people who were shot on K through 12 school property, and 1,060 people shot and killed by the police, and that is the highest that number has ever been in American history. I mean, I think this is just an outrageously offensive display by the Republicans. And it's not like they don't know it's Gun Violence Survivors Week. I'm sure they do. And what this really reminds me of is NRA stunts, particularly the stunt they pulled right after Columbine. They held a rally just a few miles from Columbine High School, just days after the mass shooting at the school. I mean, that's really what this reminds me of. And incidentally, Andrew Clyde is endorsed by the NRA Victory Fund. Mondale, what are your thoughts on this?
You can't make this up. How is this? Where in the world does this make sense? It is not only is it Survivors Week, but it's also the idea that we're promoting assault rifles, weapons that are meant for military. Actually, let me just say what it's for: meant for destruction, killing other humans. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe the fact that these people are proud about wearing these pins. What I do see though is it's people in these protected districts. This goes back to something different. Gerrymandering has to change. We have to fix it in our country because the 9th Georgia district, it's 76% white, and it's in northern Georgia. It's a district that's drawn to ensure that Republicans always win. It's plus 22 in the Republican column. And until we fix gerrymandering, these people will never be held accountable because he can't be beaten in that district unless somebody more conservative come along, and that's disastrous.
So my problem here is that my opinion of Republicans can't go any lower. So this doesn't move it. It was already at 0%. So look, this is a party that's now celebrating massacres. It's the only thing you do with assault weapons is massacres. What are you doing? Are you hunting deer with it? I mean, you're the world's worst hunter. There's not a single real hunter who would tell you, oh yeah, I go out with assault weapons. It makes a racket, it's ridiculous, it's not sportsmanlike. No, it's just to murder other human beings. They're now celebrating it, but that's not surprising anymore because remember what they did the other day. Speaking of pins, I mean, I don't know if he had a pin in it or he took the pin out before he gave it to them, but another Republican handed out grenades in Congress. I mean, they're a bunch of lunatics. That's not hyperbole. They're mentally disturbed. So now they're celebrating. I mean, this is one of the biggest problems in America is the nonstop mass shootings. 648 last year, right? That's the stat you just saw. Another word for mass shooting is massacre. 648 massacres in just 1 year, about almost 2 a day. And the Republicans are like, yes, let's celebrate it. And where are the pins? Well, the main weapon that people use in those massacres. Well, look, if that's not criminally insane, I don't know what is. So you just can't have a debate with Republicans. The problem with mainstream media is they go, oh, should we debate the pin? And then it makes it look like, oh, maybe massacres are a good thing. I don't know. Well, let's call it 50-50. I don't want to offend Republicans. I don't want to offend Republicans. They love guns. Oh, this country loves guns. No. 97% of Americans want federal background checks, but we don't get it because of lunatic Republican politicians. Look, and you guys are right. It's not an accident. Republicans don't do accidents like this. Remember when Ronald Reagan gave a speech in Philadelphia, Mississippi in 1980 as he was launching his campaign? That's a random little town in Mississippi. Why launch your campaign there? That's because 3 civil rights workers were murdered in Philadelphia, Mississippi. And the point of his speech was states' rights. That's him sending a message. Attaboy, way to murder those civil rights workers. And this is the Republicans with that pin saying, attaboy to all the people who commit massacres in America. Keep going. Clyde's got to make more money. Owns a firearms store, let alone the campaign contributions, etc. But back to Santos for a second. 76% of the people that are in his district say he should resign immediately. He's a disgrace, etc. But you know what? He might survive because one, Republicans need his vote, and it's a purple district, and so we've known that all along. But 2, now he's doing something relatively smart. He's going as hardcore right wing as he can, so he gets protected by the right wing lunatics. If you say, yes, I'm pro-massacre, all of a sudden you're gonna have like 50% of Republican voters going, wait a minute, I kind of like this guy. Oh, are you in favor of the school shootings too? Whoa, I really like this guy. And Republicans, that's what you vote for, so don't pretend that you don't. And now Tucker the other night started defending him, saying that he only lied about playing volleyball. Yet the rest of the media is being so mean to him. So yeah, he might make it out of this.
He also had one of Republicans' favorite traits, which is being a liar. So there's that.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.